So Joe Biden pardoned Hunter Biden. We knew this would come. We talked about this a lot. But listen to what Karine Jean-Pierre said about Biden's future pardons that are coming in the coming weeks.
How soon could the next round of, pardons could come?
I don't have a timeline for you. As you know, this usually happens towards the end, and so the president is going through that process. I'm not going to get ahead of him, but you can expect more announcements to come.
More to come. So who is it? That's what we have to think about. When she's saying more to come, that my mind instantly goes to who is it going to be, right? And I'll tell you one person that I think it will be, and one person I would like it to be. Like I think it should be, but I don't think it's going to happen. The first person who I think it will be for sure is Anthony Fauci. And if you've been paying attention, you know that Anthony Fauci has actually not been convicted of anything. And he should be. He should be convicted of things, but he's not. And usually, traditionally, you pardon someone who has been convicted of something. But just like Biden corruptly did with Hunter Biden and probably will do for himself, I guess you could add that to the list of people I think Biden is going to pardon. He's going to pardon himself. But just like he pardoned Hunter Biden, he is going to preemptively pardon Fauci for anything that he could possibly be prosecuted for. Because if you didn't know, that's what he did for Hunter Biden. He pardoned him of the tax crime and the gun crime that he committed, convicted of those, but he also preemptively pardoned him of anything else during a certain time span. Happened to be the time span, by the way, that Joe Biden was vice president of the United States. He preemptively pardoned him so that he would be protected, Hunter Biden, and Joe Biden would be protected as well. And I think he's going to do the same thing for Fauci. It's very ludicrous, like it is, but they both got fat and happy from Big Pharma, so I think it makes a lot of sense that they're going to be covering each other's butts. And yes, this is the crazy part. So you might be thinking, is that legal to preemptively pardon someone? It actually is. And that's what's tough about all of this. It's not, I wouldn't say it's politically a good thing that should happen or a good norm that should just be in our politics. But if you look at the Constitution, it seems like most people agree that it is legal, but it really shouldn't happen. And I think that is what Joe Biden is going to do. So that's who I think Joe Biden is definitely going to pardon. But here's who I think he should pardon. Donald Trump. That's who I think he should. And why? Here's the deal, guys. And this might be a controversial take on the right. This is the deal. As a Republican, I don't need Biden to pardon Trump. Like, I'm not saying that he should pardon Trump because I think Trump's going to jail. Trump's not going to jail because if Trump is convicted, or he has been convicted, excuse me, once he has a sentencing, Trump can just pardon himself. And believe me, he will. So I don't need Biden to do it. Trump won the presidency. Maybe if Trump hadn't won, then I'd be like, I'd like Biden to pardon Trump. I don't think Trump deserves to go to jail. But what I'm saying is that Biden has to do this to save face, essentially, from all the corruption that he's doing, because he has to do it. If he pardons Hunter Biden, which he already has, himself and Fauci, people will be out for blood for the Democrats. I mean, even Democrats are going to be leaving in droves because that level of corruption and insider dealing will not go over well with voters. It just won't. And the only thing Biden could do to appear more like a moderate on his way out is pardon Donald Trump, I think. And frankly, this is the crazy thing. I think that's such a slam dunk for Biden. I'm surprised he hasn't already done it. I really think that would be such a slam dunk for him because, again, people remember the last thing that people do. If Joe Biden stepped out of office, pardoned all of his buddies and himself, that is going to continue on the legacy of corruption. And it'd be well fit because that has been his whole presidency. But instead, if Joe Biden does all of that, and then the last thing he does is pardon Donald Trump, whether Donald Trump needs it or not, he doesn't need it, it's still going to look very good. And people are going to remember Biden as a more benevolent president than he really was. And again, it's such a slam dunk. I can't believe he wouldn't do it. Maybe he will, but I don't think he's going to do it. And politically speaking, if Biden hadn't pardoned Hunter, it would have been a slam dunk on the other side for Trump to pardon himself, because you have to pardon yourself if you've been convicted of something unlawfully like Trump has been. But also, I would definitely support Donald Trump, just politically speaking, pardoning Hunter Biden as well. That would have been a slam dunk. And I know some Republicans would have been very pissed, and you might disagree with me on this, and I know Republicans would have been pissed about him pardoning Hunter, but I am telling you guys, if either Biden or Trump is willing to do it, it will look so good in the eyes of just the average day electorate. It really will. People will see whoever does that as the benevolent one. And so I think if Trump has the opportunity to do something like that, he should. I think Biden, I don't really want Biden to do it in terms of, I think it will make him look better, and I don't really want Biden to look better or Democrats to look better, but just knowing him, yes, it would help him. And because at this point, Biden looks about as corrupt as you can look, and the party is looking as corrupt as it could look, it would be a slam dunk for Democrats. So again, just think about it logically here. What's the last and final thing that he could do to shake that legacy of corruption? Pardon the man that he originally prosecuted. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, go down below, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and watch another video.